Hello there and welcome back to my channel. I am Ann. Today I'm going to take a trip to Costco and I'd like to bring you with me. So before we get started, if you're not a subscriber, please click below, click that little subscribe button. I really appreciate my brand new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's get moving off to Costco. This is always a great place to buy nuts. We love cashews, and $14.99 for that large bottle of cashews is fantastic. Today I'm also going to pick up some pistachios, and I'm going to pass the ones with shells and go for the shelled ones. They are only $14.49 today. So they're great for tossing on salads or just eating by the handful. And here we are at the coffee, the K-Cup pods for our Keurig machine. And let me see if I can find our favorite brand. I generally buy the 8 o'clock coffee, the Colombian, and I can't always find it here at Costco, but I'm willing to give it a valiant effort. I'm not seeing it so far. Lots of other brands. I just don't want to buy that many pods on a brand that I'm not particularly crazy about. Now this one is a good one. The donut shop one, I'm not sure I want to buy 100 pods of that. I really want the 8 o'clock. I guess I'm going to wait for the grocery store. And I am out of dishwasher detergent. This looks like a good deal at $11.79. So we're going to take that home. This is also an item that I buy frequently. Well, not too frequently, because once you buy a package of these, they last for a long time. But we use the Tide pods, and this is much cheaper than buying them in the grocery store. So I always buy a box of these. I happen to have a brand new box at home that my husband picked up. So I'm not going to pick up any today. But you see the price is $29.99 for these. And $24.49 for these. And as you can see, samples are back at Costco.
I'm just warming them.
Tastes delicious. So these are the crepini egg wraps, 0 carbs and only 30 calories that I just tasted. They would be great to just stuff them with something. So I'm going to pick up a package, and maybe there'll be a special breakfast one day while my son is visiting. We tend not to eat a lot of processed foods at home, so generally I don't get much in that category here, but we are out of peanut butter. So today I'm thinking of giving Kirkland peanut butter a try. It's only $9.99 for the 2 bottles. I prefer the sugar in the water for coffee. So this is another item that I definitely pick up when I come to Costco. And for all of this sugar, it's only $8.79. This I find interesting. Generally, pink salt in crystals in a grinder. I have never seen it loose like this. So this is interesting. 5 pounds is $6.49, and I have actually started using this instead of regular white salt. I tend to eat a lot of tuna because I'm always dieting, and I like to buy this brand in a grocery store. Normally it's about $4.99 in the grocery store, and here there are 6 cans for $15.99. 6 cans for just $15.99. So this looks like a great.
If you like really great olive oil, I have been buying this lately. It is extra virgin, comes from Tuscany, and it is really delicious. Great for dipping bread, or I just use it plain on my salad. These look really delicious. They have them in blueberry oat. They also have them in spinach egg white frittata, and they have them in cranberry orange. And they are full of healthy things. They have carrots in them, and they really look like if you're going to go for a snack or even something with coffee in the morning, if you don't want a whole breakfast, one of these looks like it would be perfect. So I am going to go taste them. I see somebody sampling them, and then I'm going to come back and pick one up. They are sampling the cranberry orange today. These are delicious, but today I'm going to go with the blueberry oat made with zucchini and carrots. Hopefully they will be just as good. Costco is a wonderful place to buy flowers. You really can't go wrong with their flowers. They're very good quality, very inexpensive, comparatively anyway, and the flowers last a long time. Here we have roses, 2 dozen for $18.99. Where can you get 2 dozen red roses for $18.99 that will last as long as this? Just your basic daisy is one of my favorite flowers. I think I'm going to have to take one home with me. Vitamin water. These are great to stay hydrated if you're trying to get lots of fluids in throughout the day. And here in Florida, it's warm a lot, so these are great to always have on hand. I am going to bring one home with me today. If you're looking for water, this is Water Central. No shortage of water there. I'm going to pass on water today. We have one of those big water dispensers at home, and we have the 5-gallon jugs of water that are delivered to our home.
Kirkland apparently has its own vineyard in France, and we have found that this Côte de Provence rosé wine is excellent. So it's only $8.69 a bottle, and it's definitely from Provence, France. This one is also a great rosé. We buy this one often as well. And of course it's from France. And only $11.89 a bottle for this rosé. Here's another French rosé. This one is called Romance. I like the name. And even when I travel in Europe, Whispering Angel is typically always on the wine menu. I have started drinking Prosecco rather than wine if I'm going to be drinking on an everyday basis. One of my doctors actually told me Prosecco is better for you because it has less sugar than wine. And it's a light, bubbly drink. And this one is just $6.99 for a bottle. Oh, no, I take that back. This one is just $11.85 for a bottle. So we happen to be out of it at home. This is the one that's $6.99 a bottle. And I have had it. And to be very honest, I can't tell the difference between these two. So, if you don't mind the Kirkland label, there's a deal to be had. And if you like champagne, there's always a Veuve Clicquot. Only $43.85, which is a good price for this. I mean, is there such a thing as too much champagne? I love champagne. I don't drink it as often as I would love to. But here we are. So pick some up at Yorkie. Or are you a Moet person? $39.95 today at Costco. There's a nice bottle of Dom Perignon champagne for just $164. $9.99 for the bottle. If you're looking for something really special, you can find it here at Costco. So don't forget to check out the wine area when you go to your Costco store. You never know what you're going to find.
These green grapes look delicious. They are coming home with me today.
Now I am pretty sure these are pickles that I had at my neighbor's house. And they were addicting there. I didn't want to eat up all of her pickles. But she told me she got them at Costco. And I'm pretty sure this is the brand. And I've been thinking about them ever since, just haven't had a chance to get over to Costco. So they are coming home with us today. Let's see how long they last, assuming they are the right pickles. Raspberries are also great to toss in a salad, just for that extra little splash or burst of flavor. These are just $3.99. These days I am living on salads, and I love these cherry tomatoes that are different than the usual. So these are going to come home with us for salads. So it's only $4.99 for all of these. un-American, I think, to come to Costco and not go home with a rotisserie chicken. So, let me pick one out at that wonderful price of $4.99. You know, you can't even make a chicken at home from scratch for $4.99. So some of you who may know me very well know that I am a Francophile. That means I love all things French. That's one of the reasons that my husband and I are going to move to France when he retires in, well, now it's a little less than 3 years. But anyway, whenever I'm out shopping, if I see things that are imported from France that are typically French things like wines and cheeses and things, I do pay particular attention. I do have some brands that I remember from all of my trips to Paris and the rest of France, actually. And so when I see them here in the United States, particularly in a grocery store or even Costco, I sort of get a little bit excited. I haven't quite done a real strict analyzation to determine is the flavor exactly the way it tastes in France. But for now, since I haven't been able to travel to France during the whole COVID period, you know, I'm happy to settle for whatever I can find. So here are a few things that I found in Costco. The President brand of Brie and Camembert, which comes from France, is one of my favorites, and they always have it at a good price here. So I think I will pick one up. I like when I see these French items in our local stores. These, unfortunately, may be good, but they're baked in the U.S. That's not what I was looking for. But here we go. And au chocolat. Those are little French croissants, and they are from France. I'm not going to try any today, but maybe in the future I'll pick up some. Here's another one. Mini pancakes made in France. Typically I like to make pancakes from scratch, but I guess for people that are in a hurry, these are made here in the U.S. No, they're made in France, imported by a company in New Jersey. Let's see the package says. Unfortunately, these need to ripen up just a little bit. Well, that was a fun trip, wasn't it? I certainly got a few things for dinner and a few things to have on hand for when my son comes to visit. I am so looking forward to seeing him. I haven't seen him in about 18 months. So this is going to be very exciting, and he's going to be staying with us for about 10 days. So anyway, I thank you so much for watching. I had a fun trip to Costco. Fortunately, I don't go to Costco very often. And I guess that's why it remains a fun trip for me. But I do appreciate your watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a little thumbs up so I know you're out there. And please feel free to comment. Are there any things that are your favorite things to buy when you go to